One of the big talking points since Night of Champions has been, is Cody Rhodes going to turn heel? Because even before Night of Champions, there were little signs that people started to pick up on with Cody Rhodes. And I even talked about this in my recap video for Night of Champions. If you haven't checked that video out, check it out, then come back and watch this one. But in that video, when I was covering Cody Rhodes' match against Randy Orton, I talked about how Cody Rhodes really worked like the heel in that match. Just the way he carried himself and the moves that he was using really seemed like a heel. And I'm not the only one who saw this either, because again, that's really been a big talking point since Night of Champions. So the purpose of today's video is going to be talking about Cody Rhodes and the possibility of him turning heel. And before we get too far ahead in the video, I want to say that if you are a WWE fan, consider subscribing to this YouTube channel. That's all we post is WWE related content. So if you're a WWE fan, again, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always change your mind later. Since Cody Rhodes made his return to the WWE way back now at WrestleMania 38, it was pretty clear from pretty early on that WWE saw him as their next big babyface, joining the likes of John Cena, Roman Reigns, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, and arguably they made him the star that he is today. And I think a big turning point in all of this was the We Want Cody movement, because I feel like that was the moment where WWE really started to push Cody Rhodes to the absolute moon, even more so than they already were. So I think the We Want Cody movement, really solidified Cody Rhodes as the top babyface. His match against Randy Orton, again, Cody Rhodes looked like the heel in that match. Again, just the overall way he carried himself throughout that entire match and his moveset. And one big thing that stuck out to me was that he kept targeting the injured back of Randy Orton, which is something that heels really typically do. And another big moment in that match for me that really made it feel like Cody Rhodes was the heel was when Randy Orton was setting up for the punt kick, he hesitated, and he ended up not going through with it. But on the other side, when Cody Rhodes saw an opportunity to use the exposed turnbuckle to his advantage, he did not hesitate at all. Even though Randy Orton is his mentor, is one of his best friends in the entire world. We know just how highly regarded Cody sees Randy. So the fact that Cody Rhodes did a kind of a heel move and won in kind of a heel way and didn't hesitate at all, I think that was the biggest clue out of all of them throughout the course of their match, and there was quite a few of them. And then we get the promo with Cody Rhodes after the match is done. He's holding the King of the Ring crown, talking to Byron Saxton, and just the way that he delivered that promo, it really sounded like the heel. He didn't sound like Cody Rhodes usually does. Cody Rhodes' promos are kind of slower, and he really kind of drags them on, but this, he felt like he was just going off. And mentioning John Cena and CM Punk, who were fighting for the title that he's trying to win. And with the possibility of John Cena starting to find his babyface ways again, maybe this is the opportunity to finally turn Cody Rhodes into a heel. And going back to the promo, the last thing that Cody Rhodes said was he wanted to take his ball back. And that can be taken a lot of different ways. The way that I took it was, that doesn't sound like the Cody Rhodes that was fighting to save wrestling from John Cena. That sounded like a guy who simply just wanted his championship back and wanted to be at the top of the mountain again. So for the sake of this video, we're going to take a look and hypothetically say that Cody Rhodes has turned heel. What kind of feuds could we get with a heel Cody Rhodes? The one obvious one would be John Cena, and having John Cena possibly turn babyface, considering it's starting to look more and more like we are going to end up getting a babyface turn pretty soon, unless he's just playing all of us. But we saw it at Night of Champions when John Cena had the championship in hand. He was going to hit CM Punk with it, and he hesitated, and he didn't go through with it. Again, kind of similar to what we saw with Randy Orton when he could have taken Cody Rhodes' head off with a punt kick, and he didn't do it. So the first obvious matchup is John Cena, and if John Cena does turn babyface sooner rather than later, the obvious feud is right there in Cody Rhodes, and if Cody is the heel, that could be pretty damn entertaining. While the John Cena retirement tour is starting to get to that final stretch, I still do believe that Cody Rhodes is going to be John Cena's last opponent in the WWE. I think that is WWE's way of officially passing the torch from John Cena to Cody Rhodes and cementing Cody Rhodes as the guy in the WWE. That has been my belief from the very beginning, and especially when John Cena defeated Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41, won the Universal title. It was pretty clear at that point that that was most likely going to be the move. So looking outside of John Cena, who else is there to rival Cody Rhodes if Cody does turn heel? Another kind of obvious one would be Roman Reigns. But this time, instead of Roman Reigns being the top heel, it would be Cody Rhodes being the top heel. Roman Reigns, obviously, being the babyface that he is right now, because let's not kid ourselves. Roman Reigns is going to return at some point, whether that be at SummerSlam or whenever. We are going to see Roman Reigns by the end of 2025. If we don't, then what the hell are we doing here? But I think it would be really, really intriguing to see the match that main evented back-to-back WrestleManias, but the roles being reversed. I think that would be really, really entertaining stuff. The last one that I'm going to talk about is Jey Uso. Obviously, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes have a lot of history together. They've tag teamed together. They've won tag team gold together. We know that they have a very, very good friendship when we know how highly regarded they see each other. And the fact that Jey Uso is one of the more popular superstars that WWE has to offer, it would make total sense that a heel Cody Rhodes would go after Jey Uso. And that story just sounds so freaking entertaining because, again, we know how close these two are now after the battle with Cody versus the Bloodline and seeing now just how good of friends they are. Imagine the story that we could get from those two. So this is where I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Cody Rhodes is gonna turn heel sooner rather than later? And if he does, let me know who you would want to see Cody Rhodes face. And if you don't think he's gonna turn heel, let me know why you think he's not gonna turn, and still let me know who you think would be a good match for a continuing babyface Cody Rhodes. So as always, let me know that stuff down below in the comments, and while you're down there, swing by the description and click the Linktree link. It is the only link in bio for a reason, and that is because it'll take you to all of the social medias for this channel, and I do suggest going and checking out our X page. Besides YouTube, I am most active over on X. We do updates for Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and the PLEs. And above all else, I want the X page to be a place for wrestling fans to go and talk about wrestling, especially if you're like me and you don't have a lot of people to talk to about wrestling. So if you are like me and you're looking for a group of wrestling fans to talk about wrestling with, swing by an upcoming episode of Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw, one of the upcoming PLEs, join in on the conversation, and maybe it's for you at the end of the day. With all that said and done, that is going to do it for this video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button. Both are free and both really help out the channel a lot. And if you have made it to this point of the video, I would say thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch these videos here. And as always, stay tuned for more WWE content coming in the future. We'll see you next time.